So while we argue here about whether it came from the lab or the wet market or from a bat or whether engineered by a scientist, you're pretty clear it came from a lab and it was released on purpose. Do you think any American officials knew this? We know Dr. Fauci and the connections, basically a money laundering scheme to get money back to the Wuhan lab. Do you think there's any connection to the United States government with this plan?
Well, absolutely, Grant. I think there's no doubt right now from already public available information that U.S. funded this gain of function research in Wuhan virology lab. Now, if the U.S. government, if Congress really want to find out the origin of the CCP virus and this bioweapon against America, I suggest the U.S. Congress and U.S. government investigate into Dr. Fauci's relationship with Dr. Wang Yanyi, the General Director of Wuhan Institute of Virology. I suggest U.S. Congress look into how those two individuals, how Dr. Fauci came to know Dr. Wang Yanyi, what their personal relationship is, and what their financial relationships. I think that will cover everything the U.S. Congress needs to know about the origin of the CCP virus.
Do you have any information? Your associates have any information into what that relationship looked like?
Well, I think it will be probably a very intimate relationship. I think a lot of financials you'll uncover between collusions between the two individuals. Now, I will also mention, right, that many people have seen Yan on Tucker Carlson's a few days ago. Well, Yan Limeng was only one of the many military scientists and insiders that NFSC have spent huge amounts of money and efforts to help rescue from China. After we have rescued her out of communist China, we realized that she's a pathological liar and extremely dishonest who have defrauded Rule of Law Foundation donors of hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I would really suggest the U.S. Congress focus their efforts on investigating Dr. Wang Yanyi's relationship with Dr. Fauci.
All right, it'd be very interesting to see that investigation warranted. Dr. Fauci constantly changing his story and pushing back on here. The bottom line is Americans want answers. People died. We know people died because of this virus. Once we got a hold of what this virus is and how to treat it, it wasn't until after lives were lost, businesses were lost, finances were lost. This was devastating. You think the CCP is done with this kind of behavior?
Absolutely. Remember, 13759 plan said this war, the CCP have planned to have it last at least 5 years. We're only a few years into this war. So the CCP will have more unrestricted warfare against this country unless we stop them now.